didn't I? Oh, I did do restream. Whew, okay. This is what I'm saying. I am not with it. Like yesterday, like I'm in such a gaming rut right now. I don't want to play anything. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm just going through different things. Like I usually just have Power Wash Simulator downloaded because it's an easy thing to have that doesn't take a lot of memory. But
yeah, so
yeah, I'm in the same situation. I think I'm just in a bit of a holding pattern until GTA 6, but that's a long way off.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I what was it? I played Power Wash Simulator for a bit. I was like, well, maybe I'll do some achievement hunting because I've got 1,500 out of 1,900. Hey, Andre! I've got the majority already done, and I was like, maybe I'll try a little more, and then I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like I uninstalled Assassin's Creed Mirage. I was just like, this game just isn't fun. I can't do it. It reminds me of AC Origins. With the Egyptian one, and it's just boring characters, boring everything. So I don't know what to play. I don't know what to do because I'm not playing COD for right now, and maybe I should go back to COD. I don't know, but the cheating is insane. I'm seeing video after video after video of people getting caught up with cheaters. It's killing me. And this is my hobby. I love gaming, and yeah.
I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking for some kind of like, not something long, but like just a short, but decent story-driven game.
Yeah, I know there's.
Just,
go ahead.
Just because that's kind of what I was doing last year with Jedi Survivors and Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and that was so good. So I'm just looking. Well, I say I look. I've got a lot of stuff, but I just think they're quite long, and I don't really want to play something that's long.
I would love to play a super long RPG sort of game, but it just needs to be good. Hey, yeah. Andre with the subscribe with Prime. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. That's amazing. I appreciate that. Yeah, the industry is in such craziness. Good morning, gents. Good morning to you, sir. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Andre, if you hear something coming down the line with tariffs for us, you let me know, sir. Andre would know before me.
Right.
Andre's a top dog. He's a champion. So yeah, I'm trying not to think too much about it. Implementation went well Friday night. Yes, it did. Yeah, I had no calls whatsoever this weekend, so this is good.
I figured you had something yesterday.
No, I was just in a gaming depression. Maybe that's what I'm gonna label it as, gaming depression. I just been watching some old school wrestling. Long weekend for you guys, yeah, no doubt.
I hear that they have like the whole library of like wrestling on Netflix.
Yeah, they bought
pretty much everything there.
They bought the rights, so almost everything. Almost the WCW stuff is missing. The ECW stuff is missing. Not all of the Raw shows are on, but so what I've been doing, and I started this a couple months ago. I started with the WrestleMania 1. And so I'm doing all of the WWE equals trash. It has gotten a lot better, dude. Royal Rumble last night was so exciting. Oh my gosh, it was great. So what I've been doing is WrestleMania 1, so 1986, I think it is. Or 85, 86, something like that. And so I'm going pay-per-views until I can get to 1993 when Raw started, because they don't have the Superstars wrestling afternoon shows, unfortunately, because you could watch that on the WWE network, which was terrible in Canada. And so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And then what I'll do is I'll watch the Raw shows until they get to the pay-per-view, watch the pay-per-view, back to the Raw shows. It's going back to old school wrestling, because that was our life, man. Me and my brother Jason, we loved wrestling, hardcore wrestling. And you see now I still have a Hulkamania shirt and an NWO shirt.
Didn't you buy a Honkamania like Funko Pop? Or?
I've got a bunch of them, man. It cost me $250 for that NWO Hulk Hogan Funko Pop. But yeah, I've got a bunch of wrestling stuff that I'm selling upstairs as well. So it's yeah. So I got caught up into it again, and then I kind of like, all right, I got to stop buying stuff because I don't collect anything anymore. I kind of stopped. The only thing I'm doing now is the 3D printing, which is going amazing. People are going crazy. Awesome. I created a dumpster fire. I don't know if you've seen it. You don't go on Facebook much, and I posted it, and you can put a little tea light in it. It looks like a dumpster fire is actually burning. It's so funny. And so I'm selling that, but I'm going to bring one to our change manager tomorrow. Lightsy! Good to see ya. Yeah, I don't think we'll be too long today, which will be good, but it all depends on how I get rambling. Yesterday, what I should have done, Lee, is we should have just done a chat, just talking chat yesterday. I could have had a good time yesterday doing it, and that's what I should have done, because stuff was working, and I just sat my largeness on the couch for like 4 hours, and I didn't do anything. I should have been doing stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, a just chatting stream, we could have done that. That's what I think we should do from now on. Like whenever we're in a gaming rut. I'm gonna sneeze 1 sec.
Sure, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They were big ones.
They were biggins. Ultimate Aider 87. Jim is cool. Yes, he is awesome. Bless you.
Mark,
thank you.
What are you getting in?
I don't know. Mark showed up early last week and he pinned us out, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, Mark.
Maybe he's upset that his country's trying to cripple us. trying to cripple Canada. Oh my gosh. Good times. That's you.
Hey, Andre, how's your streaming going?
You should see this guy's setup, man, for playing Flight Simulator.
Flight Simulator, that's awesome.
No, oh my gosh. It's like he's actually in a cockpit. It's crazy.
Oh, that would be so
serious. Andre, if you have a sec, if you could post your picture of your Flight Simulator setup that you showed me at work in the Discord so Lee can see it, because it's crazy. So I gave Andre my old iPad that I wasn't using, it was broke and blah, blah, blah. So he got it all fixed up, looking sweet, and he uses it. It's all set up looking amazing. It's crazy. Excuse me.
So is he playing the new Flight Simulator?
Yeah, the new one. Him and another buddy at work. No, I'm still mad about the Rumble and even more about Luca. What? Okay, I have been in general, sir, please. I have been celebrating this morning when I found out Anthony Street Clothes Davis has been traded from the Lakers to the Mavs for Luka Doncic, which is wild. Also, that means Le Stupid is ready to go. So if Le Stupid goes, I am beyond ecstatic. So happy tariff day, Paul. You're going to be crippled, your country financially, but LeBron James could be leaving the Lakers by trade deadline, which would be awesome. Oh, Merry friggin' Christmas.
That is cool.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, that's a ridiculous.
He's like got a yoke and everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's stupid. Look at this.
That is so cool.
I don't understand it. It looks so complicated, but it looks so amazing all at the same time. And you can see they're playing first person, so how cool is that?
Yeah. Oh, I love like the dual monitor where you can actually see, like,
that's what I'm saying. All he needs is VR head glasses now. And that would just be mind-blowing. What are we on? Episode 108, right? I think that's what we're at.
Yes.
108. All right, you ready, sir? Have them trying to get a bit to work. The MetaQuest 2. Oh my gosh. So if you were playing on stream, yes. Hey! Welcome to the Gamers Podcast, episode 108, where us gamers get together, we chat about video games and games and games, and more games and gaming news and gaming stuff. And if you are lurking in the background and you're like, why did Paul put $100 is exactly what we need for game prices? You're going to hear why, and it's just an old man ranting. But I think I got thinking about this over the last little while. What's that?
I didn't even realize your camera was flipped on the stream.
Oh, I know. So I got thinking about it, and so we are going to discuss it. Give me 2 seconds to flip my camera. Boink, here we are. Pharaoh's. Okay. Joining me as always is Lee, and just as heads up, I'm a little off today. Okay? I'm a little off today.
I'll keep you right. Don't worry about it.
No, you won't. And we both know you won't. But I'm a little off today. My brain's a little scattered. There's a lot going on country-wise, okay? Country-wise and stuff. And so you don't want to get caught up in it, but then you're like, okay, this is going to affect us financially, of course, and affect your work and all of this stuff, because work sent out an email on Friday, and it was just like, uh-oh. And so, yeah, so you try not to think too much. And I haven't thought about it at all weekend, with all honesty, just certain moments. But yesterday was a great day for watching the Royal Rumble. What you gonna do, brother? Fun as hell, this guy we play with is hardcore. Oh yeah, crazy. And Andre, if you guys are looking in the chat, Andre's talking about what he posts on Discord, Flight Simulator, his whole setup, and his buddy that works with us as well has it has a crazy setup. So joining me as always is Lee. Lee, how you doing? What have you been playing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. What I've been playing, similar to you, I've been hit it with a gaming rut where I don't know what to play. I've tried out different things. Sea of Thieves on Monday.
Yeah.
I went to see what the new COD season was like, and I didn't play any of it, but I just had to look at it. And I've been seeing I want to try and do the GTA Definitive Trilogy, because I would just want to do those games, and then upcoming for the GTA 6 and replay GTA 5 as well. I did, but I just got a bit bored and played some Power Wash Simulator yesterday.
Yeah, so I was playing GTA San Andreas with the trilogy, whatever, and I got to a mission where you have the dude on the back of your motorbike, and you got to follow a train, and you got to shoot the guys on the top of the train, and it is insanely hard. Trying to maneuver, aim your gun, keep your motorbike in the right spot, and kill the guys at the same time. And I tried over and over and over. I said, F it, and I uninstalled it. Oh, and wow. That's it. Yeah, I did it.
It's funny when it's like you hit a difficult spot and you just decide to uninstall it.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. Okay, so I was played Ninja Gaiden 2, the one that came out for free just the other day, whatever. It's cool. It's fun. Other than the stupid camera angle. Oh my gosh, the camera angle is terrible. The movement of the camera. So the way they have the camera is you got to press the right bumper for this instantly switch to where you're looking, but it's just not a good mechanic. And so if you try to turn the camera, it's like, that's your camera. That's how fast it goes. And so it's like, okay, this is really stupid. So I was killing, I was owning, slicing and dicing, heads cut off, arms and limbs, blood everywhere. It was like, okay, this is cool. This is a great way to get out aggression. And then you make it to the boss of the first round. And I was like, okay, this is not fun to do this boss battle. I'm sorry, I just sneezed, so my nose is itchy. So I did this boss battle, and it was just not fun. And I'm like, if I die, I'm done, because this is stupid. And guess what? I died, and I uninstalled it. I uninstalled the stinking game. And I don't have the gaming patience for games that really try you, that big casino ching, that really push your mentalness of joy out the window. and not push, kind of like throw your happiness out the window. I don't have time for games like that. So that's why I don't play Elden Ring. That's why I don't play Dark Souls, all of that stuff, because I will, and an infinite amount of swear words destroy stuff, because it just makes me angry. I just want to have.
I can definitely like appreciate games like that because there's a lot of value to them, like Elden Ring and stuff. But I totally get what you're saying. I don't want to be angry when playing a game.
No.
Which I think is really good to see for something like the Doom game coming out later this year, where it has so many settings that you can just make it like really easy.
Yeah.
And the game speed like way high, so you can just destroy enemies so quickly.
Now, don't get me wrong. Path of Exile 2, it's in early access, and they have hard boss battles, but they're fun. They're enjoyable. And there was one that I kept dying and dying and dying. And I was like, but I had that perseverance that I know I can beat this. I know I can. and so that's what I did. And Andre's saying the same thing: /dodge, /run, no thanks. And no job, Jim Ryan, good to see you, dude. And so Path of Exile 2, it was fun. And I could handle that. But my anger for video games that were being too hard goes way back to when I was a little kid. And there are times when I stabbed my brother in the foot because he beat me in a hockey game. There was a time that I grabbed my brother. I was just pushing, my older brother, just pushing him up against the wall. And my mother came in like, what are you doing? And my brother's like, he's crazy. He's crazy. I put a foot through a wall because I was playing a Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, yes, early 80s or late 80s. Put my foot through the wall because I lost in this little softball game that I was playing in the championship. So my upsetness goes back a long way. So I try not to play games that get me so riled up, even though COD drives me crazy. And So these new games and these games like this, I try not to get too involved. So Ninja Gaiden 2, I played it until I lost against the first boss, and I'm like, I'm uninstalling it. The game wasn't that good that I was like, okay, I can do this. Just because of those camera angles. And you'll see, if you look at the comments for it, somebody put the toughest boss they fought was the camera angle. The toughest boss we fought was the camera. And we were all like, yeah, absolutely. It's a nightmare. I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. And I don't think you can change the sensitivity of the camera. So
right,
that's that. Oh, wow. And so, yeah, so I'm in a major, and I told Lee before we started, it's going to be called a gamer depression. That is where I'm at. I don't deal with depression or any of that stuff, but I'm in a gamer depression right now that I don't know what to play. And I refuse to. I know there's some games that would get me out of it, but I refuse to pay the money for them. I'm just saying. So I'm trying older games. I should have downloaded Star Wars Battlefront 2 so I could play that. You know what? Same.
I've
Absolutely.
got that downloaded now.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, Battlefront 2.
But even like I'm willing and ready, honestly, to go back to Sea of Thieves for a little while, and I would do some Safer Seas just to enjoy some bro time out there, and some whoever, doesn't matter if it's a bro or not, just enjoy some time out there chatting, having a good time, deal with what we got to deal with at the time, and then sail onward. But yeah, a hardcore gaming depression right now. I fired up the Switch yesterday, and I just wanted to make sure it was all connected. I didn't play anything, though, but I was like, okay, but I didn't touch the PlayStation. It's still sitting there, untouched. There's some great games on Sony version of Game Pass. Most features are older games, but goodies. No, there isn't. Hello Kitty Adventure Island is still $53 price tag that I don't want to pay, but I want to play. You need a title to get excited about. I really do. I'm loving COD. I won't play zombies. I didn't like it. So I'm sure with four of us all chatting and playing together, zombies would be cool working together.
Yeah.
But when you and I played that first board for 2.5 hours, and you and I wanted to extract, but the other two dudes didn't, it was just like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that it wasn't fun. It's just the approach to it was that unless you're just a pro,
yeah,
you're having to follow them, get downed, probably get killed, and as soon as you get killed, you're back to square one with the harder zombies.
Yeah.
So then it's so much harder to get back to where you were before.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I wasn't a big fan.
And we're just having a chase around the pros on the match.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. You and I were following the pros.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you never got to a point where you could just stay in one position and just hold out that area.
But there was no communication from the pros. It was just you and I, like, okay, well, let's go with so-and-so here and see what he's doing. And they're doing the objective that we think is, because there's no clear objective what you got to do.
No.
So anyways, I'm sure Zombies is fun. I'm sure it's great with the four of us playing together. I'm sure we would have a good time. Just Lee and I did it for 2.5 hours, one board, and there was no end in sight. And it just got boring and monotonous. And with all honesty, I found the other Zombies better. As tough as it is to say that, but anyways. All right, let's jump into some Lee news. Go ahead, Lee News.
All right. So Xbox's Phil Spencer checks on dev progress for Gears of War E-Day.
All right. So this is going to be a huge game, and we all want it. So he's doing this 100% for Xbox gamers. What's the story?
Yes. Well, it's just a post on social media to kick off the month of February. Spencer revealed that he had spent some quality time this week with the team in Canada to see how the progress is going on E-Day. Unfortunately, he didn't expand on this, but he did share a shot of himself with the team. And
team in Canada.
He seems pretty excited by it.
We have a team in Canada creating Gears.
It seems so.
And they're going to charge full maximum price above the American price, even though I bet you they're all getting paid in Canadian dollars.
I don't know about that. But
I just want to say, if that was Jim Ryan going to visit the dev company and taking a selfie with them, they would be shut down the next day like he did in the UK.
Oh, yeah. That was so funny.
Oh, yeah, that was a riot. Oh, and look at the picture of Jim Ryan. This is great. Thank you, CEO dude, for visiting us.
Yeah.
Oh, what? We're no longer a job? Anyways.
Yeah. It's like he might as well have just like burned down the building as he was leaving.
It's so awesome. All right, dude, keep going.
So yeah, I mean, it's great that we've got some kind of update on Gears of War E-Day.
Fantastic.
That is something that we are all excited for.
Is there any information or news though, like about the game or when it's coming out or anything like that?
No, he hasn't announced anything like that. But he just wanted to check in on them, but he didn't give anything more than that. Okay. But at least it's been acknowledged and that something is being done, as opposed to how a lot of games say, like, hey, this game is going to come out, here's a game trailer, and then you don't hear anything.
Yep.
GTA 6.
GTA 6, yes, please. Crazy. Hey, James.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, Gears. We know it's making progress. When do you think it's coming out? Gears, the new Gears.
I think it's going to be next year now.
I think it's 2027.
2027.
Yep.
No, that's going to be too far off.
New Xbox Gear 2027.
Nah.
Because 2026 next year is supposed to be the new Xbox.
Well, when do we know when the new Xbox is coming out next year?
Do we know when? No, it would be like November-ish, like they do every year.
Okay.
Not every year, but every time a new system comes out, it's usually that sort of time.
I don't know. It just feels like something to be announced in 2024 and then to be released in 2027 seems like a way off.
No, it's all good. No, it's good. No, it's happening. The thing is Phil doesn't want to push out a crap product broken right away. It just, they can't.
Course
Gamers
not.
are at a breaking point right now,
Yeah.
and we're going to discuss all this at the end when we hit our main topic. But the industry's at a breaking point right now. It's teetering on the edge. There's no way. There's no way he's going to want this to come out early enough without it not being fully complete and ready. It can't.
I hope so.
In
I hope
Phil,
so.
we trust.
But yeah, so we'll see how that pans out.
Sure.
But over to other stuff. Former PlayStation executive says that the game is changing as Xbox goes multi-platform.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for a long time now. I've been saying you're going to see PlayStation games on Xbox. The day of exclusivity is coming to an end.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I
It
mean,
has to.
they did say that they were like the PlayStation execs did say that they were Blockbuster. They became Netflix. So it seems like a pretty positive thing. That's
So
like, changing with the times.
I don't know if he was taking a stab at Xbox for saying they were Blockbuster and now Netflix.
No, I think he's making like a comparison where they used to.
I can see
they
that.
used to not. Yeah.
But I'll tell you, going Netflix has put a pantload of money in Xbox's pocket. The amount of Game Pass subscribers and what people like us get for Game Pass, whatever, is incredible. It really is mind blowing. You get day one games now, and then if you want to pay $40 or whatever for the digital upgrade, whatever, go right ahead. So it's like we're paying 40 some bucks for a brand new game that will never leave Game Pass.
Yeah.
Even though like you don't own the game either, but like I'm totally cool with that. Even though I'm still bitter about Sea of Thieves, even though I bought that day one, I know I did, and it's gone from my library, and I still haven't called about that. But
No, I mean, like for the most part, I don't think we can really own games anymore. But it's in the same capacity that you can never really own films or TV shows anymore if you use a streaming service.
yeah, digital.
Because it's just how that goes. Like if a streaming service gets shut down or they decide to remove a film, doesn't matter how much you paid in the past for that subscription, it's gone. You don't have that.
You know what's funny is on Xbox 360 there was two games called Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and a Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2.
Yeah.
And they're amazing. I bought all the DLC because the characters were great. Had lots of fun with my oldest boy. Yeah, they're great. But they lost the license to some of the DLC characters. So even though you paid for them, you can't use those characters because they've been removed from the game because of the license. So
Right. Wow.
yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, didn't the license go to Nintendo for that because they did Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3?
So the game itself, yeah, it moved to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, but this was way before that. I think what I'm referring to is I think with Sony, with Fox and all of this stuff, I think that
right, yeah.
with the purchase of some of these characters, blah, 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 nonsense, or their contract for the license had expired. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the characters were removed from the game. And not base characters, but DLC characters. So
Right, yeah.
yeah,
it's a shame like when you buy something and then it's no longer there.
Yes, and it's stupid. All right.
Yeah.
Keep going. What else we got?
But yeah, so the comment that the exec said about Phil Spencer was when Phil and his team were putting amazing content on more platforms, who's the victim? We've been asking a lot of people like, who's the victim? And there aren't any, except for the people who are just like, well, we want games only where I bought it and that's what I expect.
Fanboys. And I'm a fanboy of Xbox, which you can even see right there. My picture's in there somewheres. I'm an Xbox fanboy. But I'm cool with all the games going over to PlayStation, Nintendo. More people in the Xbox ecosystem allows for more money to be filtered into Xbox's way and more. They're still making systems. They're not getting out of systems or hardware. So
Oh yeah.
it's all good. But the fanboys
Yeah.
are so ridiculous. And then you get the PlayStation fanboys, Xbox ain't even a system anymore. They're just so stupid. That's why I don't. Honestly, the culture of PlayStation is why I don't play PlayStation. The people who are PlayStation exclusive and their fanboys are just rotten dirtbags, with all honesty. They're just elitists. They're Elon Musk saluting Trump. That's just the type of people they are, and it's just insane.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, PlayStation do have, I think, better exclusives.
100%.
But yeah, you can still make good content, but be a douchebag.
So PlayStation's exclusives are unmatched. There's not one Xbox exclusive that could even compare to what PlayStation has. It's just the people. It's just the people. And that's why I have a PS5 sitting there collecting dust. I don't play it. Ghost of Tsushima is the PS5 game I played. And it's so good. And it's a PS4 game. Anyways, all right, let's move on. I offended Andre. He's like, whoa. I don't think you're that type of person, Andre, because you don't claim to be an elitist PlayStation person. Just if there's people who are like that, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you're exhausting. Go ahead, Lee.
Multiverses. Have you ever played that?
No. That's the fighting game with like Scooby Doo and all them or something like that.
Yeah. It's essentially like Super Smash Bros, but with Warner Brothers characters.
No interest.
Yeah, and seemingly a lot of people thought the same because it is shutting down as of May 30th.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shutting down the game and servers.
Yeah, and it's been in like mainline use for less than a year now.
What? No. It's been out longer than a year, hasn't it?
I think like the preview and the beta for that was out earlier than that, but the actual release of the full game has been less than a year.
Are you serious? So it says initial release date though, July 19th, 2022.
Yeah, that will just be when like betas were out.
Okay.
It won't be the full game.
Oh my gosh, Eurogamer.net multiversus players who bought $100 founders pack feels scammed.
Yep.
I would as well. Person just said, did I just get scammed? Sorry, Ella's barking. Did I just get scammed? Multiversus fans who purchased Whew. Ooh. That is, oh my gosh. Okay, that's wild.
And it just goes over the fact that it's like you don't have ownership over that game. So you've spent all that money to have that and you don't, and it'll just be gone.
Okay. Big Casino likes Xbox and PlayStation equally. I prefer one console over the other, but I am smart enough to admit the PlayStation exclusives are way better than Xbox exclusives. I just like the culture ecosystem of the Xbox. I love the controller. 10 times better than the PlayStation one. Just everything. Yeah. That's it.
Have you got your red one yet? Your red
That
controller?
should be here Tuesday. Oh my gosh. That new Xbox controller. Let me bring it up. Okay. I saw it because I didn't get one for Christmas. Yes, I bought an Elite Series 2 controller, but I used that for COD and I haven't played COD. So I've used a controller once, and that day, at least that's when I retired from COD. So hold on. I want to put it in the link. I want to put the link in the chat of the controller. Oh my gosh, I'm buying this day one. It's coming out Tuesday. It's going to be incredible. Friggin' website, come on. I love controllers, okay? I love getting controllers. I've got at least 10 controllers for my Xbox, and I thoroughly enjoy them. Oh, what is it called? New Xbox controller. Friggin'. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is Walmart. All right, anyways, whatever. So here it is. This is the Pulse Cypher Special Edition. I'm throwing it in the chat here for you guys. That's it there. That's at Walmart Canada. Yes, we pay $90 for controllers because it's bull crap. And but this is the new one. This is going to be. I'm excited. I'm excited to get it because it's funny. Like I have 2 controllers sitting on the table upstairs. One is the camouflage bluish gray, and then I have kind of like a gradient goes into black to gold, which is really cool. But when I start using the triggers, it goes. Has kind of like a rusty sound. It's not rusty, but it has kind of like, hey, you use me a lot. What are you doing? And so I found one of my new cloudy ones that I've not used at all sitting down here to my left. And so I'm bringing that upstairs. And so I'm waiting for the batteries to die in those 2 so I can switch the batteries. But this is the one I use downstairs all the time. Well, here, right where I'm at. Nice choice. I paid $100 extra to upgrade the first class on my flight. And I'm sitting in my seat drinking orange juice, watching all the peasants walk by. That's amazing. All right, Lee, go ahead, sir. Keep going.
And then in other stuff, it would be the thing that that you were talking about, Paul.
The $100?
GTA 6.
Oh yeah. So you got no other Lee news? Got 3 stories?
No. Yeah, but we talked a lot about him.
Well, yeah, it's just because
I could. About?
Dude, I could talk about Chinese haircuts and.
Go on then.
Well, no, I can't do it on stream. People would be like, Paul, you can't talk about that. No, sure I can. I can talk about haircuts. Look, I know about haircuts, okay? Yeah, so, all right, that's fine. Far Cry New Dawn is getting a 60 frames per second patch ahead of its arrival on X. That's coming to Game Pass, eh? Far Cry New Dawn.
Is that, what is that, the 6th one? Or the
no, that's the 5th one. That's where they were with the religious cult. Can I just say, I loved Far Cry 5 killing all the religious cultists. It was a personal joy for me.
Oh, I bet.
It really was. I loved it. I'm sitting here thinking on how joyful it was killing all the religious people in Far Cry 5. Now, you notice how I took out cultists after I just labeled them as religious people. I just want to make that note. I loved it. I thought it was a fun game. I enjoyed doing everything, killing everybody. I thought the girl was super hot, the sister, and they did really good, and it was good. All right. Did you play Indiana Jones yet?
No, but I have it downloaded.
Play it and let me know. Probably no,
Okay.
but I've seen this on the web. Cuts 185 jobs. We chatted about that last week. Let's take a second. Let's chat about Ubisoft. Ubisoft stuff is happening even more and more and more. There's a dude that I'm watching on YouTube. His name is Endymion. He's Canadian, and he does a lot of these reporting. A lot of journalist stuff. He's not a journalist. He's just some Canadian dude. He just passed 300,000 subscribers. He's anti-woke stuff. He's more just, let's just make good games. That's it. Just make good games. He doesn't care if there's the same-sex stuff. He doesn't care. Just the political agendas being rammed down your throat he cares about. And so I was watching a story today while I was showering is Ubisoft, how they claim to be like historically accurate for the most part, like historically accurate, which we all give them a little leeway, of course. And so they are working really hard to kind of to banish Yasuke from advertisement. If you go to the Assassin's Creed website, and let me do that right now so I don't look like a liar. If you go to Assassin's Creed, Alar, you won't see Yasuke at the franchise right here. Nope. If you go to the Assassin's Creed website, they removed Yasuke. If you go to Assassin's Creed Shadow website, you're not going to see Yasuke. You're going to see the girl. Now, if you scroll down, it looks like there's, what it says, Explorer in the Mysterious Island. It looks like Yasuke, but you can't see his face, of course. They blocked all of that. So they are desperately desperately trying to get rid of it. But they're not getting rid of Yasuke. They're kind of like pulling the wool over your eyes. And so now they're showing the companions, and one is a fat girl named Yaya, who is a female sumo wrestler. Which, whatever. But back in that time period, you didn't have female sumo wrestlers. So it's stuff like this that Ubisoft keeps failing on, and fans are calling them out on. And is Ubisoft rightfully being like so under the microscope and destroyed like this constantly? I think it is. I think what they've been doing over the last few years in the games that they've done, they got too big for their britches, and they're like, we are gods, we can do anything. And they did
Quadruple A games.
That's it. And that's the mindset. Quadruple A games. We're charging more and you're going to pay it. Like they're using credits, Republic credits, will do. No, I'm a Tactarian. Jedi Masters don't work on me. That's what's happening right there. Ubisoft thinks they're Qui-Gon Jinn and we're all Tactarians. Those tricks don't work anymore on us. Oh, that's a great friggin' analogy. I'm just saying. So when he came out, Eves or whatever his name is, saying quadruple A games, you're buying these. And then they give us Skull and Bones or whatever it is. No. Notice Go ahead.
What was the last Ubisoft? What was the last good Ubisoft game?
Well, that's personal opinion, I guess. To me, Valhalla was a masterpiece, but people didn't like spending 300 hours in a world. I loved it. Hold on.
Valhalla was November 2020.
Right. I think that was the last one before. Well, Mirage. I don't like Mirage. Okay, hands down. I played it. I think I've got 15 hours in. I just don't like it. So it was Valhalla, Mirage. They're like, oh, we're going back to our roots. The only fun thing about Mirage is pickpocketing. That's it. The gameplay is not so fun. The battles aren't fun. Stealth kills are always good. And then, so it's Valhalla, Mirage, and now the new Japanese African killing thousands of Japanese Assassin's Creed game. I just don't understand it.
Mirage was October 2023.
Right. Okay. And so Shadows. That's it. And so will I get Shadows? Yes. Will I pay AAA price? No. And this is where I'm at. This is killing me, dude. I refuse to pay the top dollar for these games that just aren't good, and I'm going nuts. I'm going nuts. Yeah. I feel like a little Debbie Downer, to be honest. But yesterday, Lee, I didn't even see your message till this morning on Discord, to be honest, Lee. I didn't get alerted. So yeah. So Lee and I were supposed to play. I was waiting for Mark to message me to play COD, and he didn't, jerk. And so I was, I assumed he had to go do inventory because it was first of the month. And so I just sat there and I tried to play games. I'm playing Balatro, which is awesome. Play Balatro. It's a card game and it's crazy fun. Balatro. I can't. There's a reason why it was nominated for Game of the Year and tons of other game awards. And if you look at it, you're like, Balatro, this is fun. It's stupid fun. You just want to win and it's super fun. Lots of unlockables. It's just a cool, fun card game. I bought it for the iPad so I can play it on my phone and stuff and play it on my iPad. And so I've paid double, I paid for that game twice, one on my Xbox and one on iPad. So it's just cool. If you want to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes trying to, so they call it, I hate roguelikes, okay? They're not fun. But they call it a roguelike card game. But it has the same features of sorts, but it's not, I guess. I don't know. And so what it is it's a card game. You do 8 rounds, but you can keep going once you surpass 8 rounds. But they give you cards, and you have like 5 hands, so they give you like 10 or 11 cards, and you got to score as many points with normal poker hands. We'll say, so royal flush, a straight, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, full house, all of that stuff. And so you try to score as many points, and you got to hit that benchmark of points. And you play 3 rounds per round. But when you get to the final round, there's a boss round. And so what that means is there is a stipulation. And sometimes it's so angering, you're like, you just screwed me over with this. But you're doing so good, and you think you've got all these multipliers, all of these things, because there's jokers that have special abilities that you can purchase that gives you tons of points. It is crazy fun. But when you, like, so there's the blind, I think they call it. So, like, the first round, if you get a 800 blind or whatever, 600 blind, that's the goal you have to beat. Sometimes they're like super max blind and it's like 4,000. You're like, I can't do that. Not with the cards I have. But you can get tons of bonus cards. You can add bonuses to cards. You can get rid of cards. It's just, I'm telling you, Balatro is super addicting, super fun. And it's just most enjoyable. Throwing it out there. Balatro. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but the premise is basic where it's just poker hands. But the jokers, and you just read what the effects are and stuff like that. There's a banana card, and it does like a 15 times multiplier for every card hand that you do. But it has a 1 in 1,000 chance to be destroyed. And I've never seen it be destroyed, but it's a rare card that you can purchase. And so you're just ching, 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 ching. And so if you got to get like 1,000 blind and beat that, you're getting like 20,000 because of this multiplier. And you're like, yeah, I own this. I'm killing it. I'm awesome. And then when you get to that blind boss, that's just like, no, you're not getting this. It's like, screw you. I hate you. But yeah, it's fun. It's awesome. Sometimes frustrating because you know you're going to lose, but you just start over and do another set of rounds. And Balatro. I never ever thought about promoting Balatro right now on stream, but here we are. Okay. Let's go into the main topic, okay? And I think I lost it. There it is. $100 price tags. And here's where I'm at. I've been thinking a lot about this lately because I've been voting with my wallet to buy your games. Now, all the CEOs and top dogs, the devs, I know you watch this podcast because we're amazing. The millions watching now and the billions watching the VOD. So, I'm voting with my wallet. I always do. And the problem is we just mentioned Ubisoft coming out saying quadruple A games, bow to me, purchase my stuff. I choose not to do it. And I want to do it. And it all started, I don't know if it's because of you, I don't know if you challenged me, but James did. James was like, you will buy Star Wars Outlaws. And I was like, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, James definitely challenged.
And he said, I'll pay you, I like we did a wager, blah, blah, blah. Paul will buy Star Wars Outlaws on day one, and I still haven't purchased it. Right now, the top edition is on sale for $100. Screw you. Still way too much. Same thing with Assassin's Creed Veilguard. That's, regardless of the content that's in it, I'm a huge I'm sorry. What did I say? Did I say Assassin's Creed Veilguard, or did I say...
You said Assassin's Creed Veilguard.
I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. It's Dragon Age, the Veilguard. I'm so sorry. I refuse to pay the top dollar because of, well, the content that's in it. It doesn't, and it's not like the other Dragon Age games. I loved Inquisition, my console, my choice. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And so I think game devs and games have become so... They've taken advantage of me and you for so long, giving us broken-ass games that are just not fun, games that promote the content not for gamers, modern gamers, instead of just gamers in general, that they just expect us to buy it. And especially if you take the whole modern gamer versus gamer argument, if you don't buy the game, you're instantly considered a bigot, or you're instantly considered a racist. That's what these devs have done. So $100 price tag is going to force more people like me to just say, I'm not buying your games until they come way down in price, and the gaming industry is going to collapse and reset itself. This is why I'm saying this could be a good thing if all these top, like if GTA 6 comes out, base game $100. I don't think I'm going to pay it. I don't think...
What, for GTA 6?
For GTA 6, I don't think I'm going to pay it. Is it worth it? Most likely. because you'll get, well, people are playing it for 11, 12, 13 years now. So with the collapse, and because just that games nowadays are copies of other games, and they are. There's no more innovation. Everybody's safe. Everybody's playing the safe. Okay, this worked 10 years ago. I'm going to do it now. And that's what people were complaining as well about Diablo. Diablo 4 that came out is just the game is base. They just said it's just whatever, it's average. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was tons of fun. I even installed it yesterday and fired it up and didn't play. Okay? I just didn't play. The DLC is insanely expensive for the new character and the new area. So I was like, F that. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying your prices for games. It's just like meh. And so I think gaming companies will fall. They will crumble. They will be scattered. And they'll be forced to say, okay, we need to reset ourselves. We need to reset the industry and start over. And I think that's what's going to happen. If the games do start at $100, where only elite people or people... I used to buy 10 plus new games every year. When I was live streaming tons, like even just a couple years ago, I was buying new games all the time. Now I rarely ever do it. At least one a year. I don't know if I didn't even buy one new game last year. I bought the digital, or did I buy? No, I think I just bought the digital upgrade for a Black Ops 6. That's it.
Didn't you buy Space Marine 2? Or was that?
I did buy Space Marine 2. Yes, I did. And that's cool. For me, leveling up and getting the points, it was just a hardcore grind. So it took me out of it. I didn't have anything to work towards.
And I love that game.
Oh, yeah, Isaac did too. Isaac thought it was awesome. But for me, I see unlockables and stuff for cosmetics. I'm all about it. I want to do it. But if I got to pay, or if I got to play 20 hours just to get one unlockable, it's just like, come on, this is...
It's not... It's if you play the harder difficulties, you get way more experience for it.
Right.
You don't. But then it's the harder difficulties.
Right. But on the low, easy mode... It's hard enough because there's not enough ammo. Come on, Lee. Come on. Well, you and Isaac, when you and Isaac played, you guys were just like, yay! Where I'm just like, oh my gosh, come on. Why am I dying so easily? What's happening?
Yeah, it's because there's the melee combat. A lot of it surrounds like the parry mechanic.
Sure.
And blocking, that kind of stuff with the melee. That is a big part of the game.
Of course.
So because to be honest, the sniper class, I do not understand how that really works because there's not a lot of melee integrated into that class, but you kind of need to do it anyway in order to stay alive for the harder difficulties.
Sure. Yeah. This is where I'm at. This is why I think if GTA implements a $100 price tag, things are going to collapse not too long after. Because the whole premise of that is if GTA does $100 for their base game, which it's going to be worth it. I'm just saying, I admit it's going to be worth it, but I can't buy a base game if there's a deluxe edition or if there's a legendary edition. I can't just buy the first one. Look at all the good stuff I get in the other one. So I can't do that. I think these other guys, these delusional devs who make games for not gamers, but for whatever, I think they're going to be like, we can up ours $10, $20, $30 extra for our base version, and the gaming industry is going to collapse. We're already seeing Ubisoft get destroyed.
That's where I think you're right, in the sense of like for GTA 6, if the base game is $100, I honestly wouldn't mind. I do think it would be worth that because no game company has a reputation like Rockstar, and to put out such quality game.
Yes.
And if it is quality game, that'll be fantastic. If it's not, it's going to be highly detrimental to them because people will have such high expectations.
Okay. So let's.
But but when it comes down to how other game companies like Ubisoft will try to mirror it and think, well, Rockstar's just put GTA 6 out for $100 over their base game. We can do the same. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't. And that's when it gets absurd,
Well,
when other people try to do that.
one of my fave series of all time is Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors just brought in a new game, Dynasty Warriors Origins. It's getting like nines out of tens, blah, blah, blah. Their base version, the intro version, is $93.99 for their base for a Dynasty Warriors game. And people are loving it and having a good time, but their games never go on sale. It's so frustrating. So I'm gonna have to wait. I don't want to spend $100 hard-earned dollars on a game like that. Even though I'd probably have a good time, I'd have fun, but was it be subscription based? I don't know. I hope not. I still want the opportunity to pay for games because I love owning my own games. I have almost 400 Xbox games digitally as purchased ones in my library.
But if a lot of them revolve around having like servers, then once those servers get shut down, the game is obsolete.
Right.
No matter which way you've paid for it.
So no, and I get that, but for the Xbox ecosystem, they actually give a crap about the gamers. So I can play normal Xbox on my Xbox Series X. That's what they've done. They've bridged the gap, whereas the other company may not so much. And same thing with Nintendo. But Nintendo's seeing it with the Switch 2. You're going to be able to play most, they said, Nintendo Switch games on the Nintendo Switch 2, which I'll be buying. I'm buying the Switch 2, just as a heads up.
Oh,
So
I'll save my money and get the next gen Xbox instead, or Steam Deck.
not the way entertainment is going. So here then I'll make this declaration. So for Christmas and birthday, whatever, I've got a total of $300 sitting on my Xbox account. I just haven't spent it. I haven't paid anything. We'll see what GTA 6 says and does for their top base edition, because I can't get it. We'll see how much it is. Maybe that's the one game that I spend all my money on. Andre says, mark my word, that all entertainment's going to be switching to subscription-based. We'll see. Look at Ubisoft. They charge more than Game Pass for their subscription-based service. Delusional buggers. Ubisoft is delusional. Now, people have said to me, Paul, why don't you just buy the subscription? You can pay, you could just play those games now. I don't want to do that. I want to purchase my game. I think there's enough of us, Andre, that want, even those dudes that want physical media. I understand Nintendo Switch physical media, but not Xbox and PlayStation. I got a cough here. One sec.
Oh,
All right.
I don't care.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can see it happening, but the idea of purchasing games still has to be there. Because PlayStation's system sucks. Like when their PS Plus, whatever, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And it's
PlayStation fans
expensive.
have been complaining about it.
What's this?
PlayStation fans have been complaining about it.
Yeah. I would love to not pay for 2 Xbox Game Pass subscriptions, so I want the family bundle to come. People rather pay $20 a month that way than $100. No, that's true. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm the loser here, because I would rather pay not the $100. I would rather pay a cheaper price and own the game permanently than pay $20 a month. And
for however many months you want to play the game.
yeah, and that's the thing too, is how many people forget about not doing the, or they all forget about the subscription. I know the stuff that I pay for is ridiculous. So Isaiah pays for Netflix and Disney Plus, which is great. Okay, so I pay for the UFC subscription. I was paying for the WWE prescription, which was $15 a month. I pay for Paramount Plus. I pay 2 Game Pass subscriptions. What else? Amazon Prime, which is insanely expensive. And then you got to pay the extra $2 for no ads. So not only are you paying for Prime, then you got to pay for no ads Prime. And then there's like two others.
All the streaming services have like that tiered payment where, hey, you can watch adverts, but it's like I've already paid for the
Right.
subscription.
So
Like,
it's crazy. So I would like to have. I want to get Shudder because I'm a huge horror movie fan. I watched a movie the other day called A Serbian Film. It was a little weird, a little dark. I just like most subscription services. James, I agree, dude. But this is where, like, if you're spent doing a lot of entertainment, and like if that's your jam, like I also pay for cable. I pay for cable TV. I pay for internet. I pay for home security. The amount of money I dish out a month just for entertainment is crazy. Yeah. So here I am on the internet begging for money. It's so funny. Yeah, it's absolutely wild. This is crazy. So I think if this happens, the gaming industry is going to reset. It's going to crumble. It's going to reset, and a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. But with all honesty though, I think these journos, they call them journalists now, are really pushing for this to happen. I almost think it's kind of like a deep, dark vendetta they have against gamers, so they can crumble the circuit, and so the modern gamer can rise into the ashes, even though modern gamers don't buy the video games. It's so wild.
I'm just waiting for the day for like streaming services when they come full circle and somebody decides to invent something where all the streaming services are put into one thing.
Cool.
And then you just get cable TV again.
That'd be a riot. Yeah, it's just so wild. Even Amazon Prime, they have it set where a bunch of those other streaming services, like you can purchase, like Crave, and Crave's in Canada. That's our HBO, which is insanely expensive. But there's a new show coming out on Crave that I got to pay for. I used to download all my crap. I used to pirate tons of stuff. Okay, and I can understand why people do it. I used to pirate all my games. I used to pirate all my video games because I was a big PC player for the longest time. And
FBI, open up.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm not telling you to go do it. It's your choice if you do it. I honestly don't have an issue with it. I'm just throwing that out there. Whatever. Paul, that's terrible. Come on. You do it too, so shut up. The more you know. Yeah, the more you know, baby. Anyways, I'd like to know what you guys think. I want to know if base games go $100. So that's American. Just as a heads up, that's American. So base games would be at least $110 here, which is wild because we're already paying brand new games in Canada for the most part are $89.99. And then if you live in my incredible povertish province, we pay an extra 15% taxes. Our video games come to $102 and whatever cents. And yes, Paul, you're buying a controller for $89.99. Yes, I get that, but it's a controller.
How many have you got now?
I think 10, dude. 10 or 11, something like that. I don't know. I got to get them out. Like I had taken a picture for Andre a long time ago, and I don't know if I sent the picture because this is when I first started working. Andre, we're just getting to know each other as friends, and so I wasn't sure like how our friendship was going to go if I could be that person to just like send video game stuff, and it just like, okay, buddy, I'm a manager, you're not. But Andre's not like that, okay? I just want to say, he's like, what the F, Paul? Or JP. Yeah. I'm going through our Teams chat here, and there's a lot of conversation. But yeah, like I used to, I took a picture of all my controllers on this ratty old TV tray, and I was going to send them the pic. I just don't think I did. But yeah, I got my, so here's what I got. Let's try to name it off, okay? And then we'll finish up. We'll be done. Let's put tariffs on games. Oh my gosh, it's already bad enough. So I got my pink controller down here, okay? Then upstairs, I got my Fallout controller that I created. That's never left the box because it's beautiful. I've got the gold into the black gradient. I've got the army one that's blue and gray. I've got the pinkish white swirl one. I've got the other swirl one, like that's a light blue. How much do you spend on controllers? I don't know. I just my in Canada, the created Elite Series version 2 was $300. But I used gift cards and stuff like that. I just didn't spend money right out of my pocket, so I'm just throwing that out there. If you go to the Xbox creation, and I didn't want to do it, but I was playing COD so much. Oh my God! And so I did it. It was $300, just under like $298 or something like that. Let's go.
Insanity.
It is insanity.
I've got 3 Xbox controllers. One is the one that came with the Xbox.
Yeah.
Which has stick drift now, so I don't use it.
Crazy.
The second one is the Starfield one, which I got just before Starfield released.
Okay.
And the third one is a blue one. It's essentially the red one that you're getting now, Paul, but it's just blue instead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I've been using that for a while, and those are my 3 controllers.
Crazy. You need more controllers. It's a fetish for me. Maybe it is. Here's the thing: is I stopped collecting. I rarely collect anything anymore, and I used to collect everything. I really don't. I stopped collecting. I sold a bunch of crap. That's another thing too, guys. I've sold a lot of my stuff because I love collecting, and I like. This is the only thing I really want to focus on right now is arcade cabinets. That's it. And so yeah, and controllers. But I don't know if you can hear Steph vacuuming up there. I don't know why she does it.
No, we can't.
You sure you can't hear that?
I can't hear it, no.
Okay, great. Great.
You must have like some kind of noise suppression, because I can't hear that at all.
Maybe it's the Elgato with super expensive mic.
Yeah, it's actually doing something.
Stakeout 24/7 is back in COD. Casino, stop it! Stop it!
Ching ching.
Now it's like Kirby sent me a message and just said, "Hey Paul, season 2 of the Battle Pass has a really good-looking female character." Just trying to rope me back into it to dive into the depths of hell of Call of Duty. I don't know. We'll see, kids. We will see. Tomorrow is Sea of Thieves. And I may just... Is that Ellen? Love from Norway. Oh my gosh, Ellen. Love from Canada, girl. So good to see you. Just as a heads up, Ellen, I did get your message. Dan Vask video showing up on Friday. Just for you, okay? It's already recorded. Even before you sent that message, I already recorded it. I was like, I haven't done a Dan Vask video in a couple weeks. I got you, girl. I got you. All right. And so I forgot what I was saying. I was all excited that Ellen showed up in the chat.
That Kirby was sending you a message about COD.
Yeah, I did that. Oh, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is tomorrow.
Sea of Thieves.
So we'll rock Sea of Thieves tomorrow. And then Thursday, I don't know. What's going on Thursday? Anything? I think I have a volunteer opportunity. Thanks, sir. Love you. Love you too, Ellen. Have a wonderful day. Our new friend from Norway. She's been with it. Well, not new. She's been with us for a few months, and she is awesome. It's these people that hop on from the reaction videos. They're just incredible. This is when I said my channel is worldwide. It is global because the amount of people. Another girl that is always here is Ivanka from Serbia. She's always, and there's another one who became my very first Patreon member, Ruby Man. I'm not sure where Ruby's from. Maybe the US, I'm not sure, but she's my first and only Patreon member, which I thought was awesome. I'm like, okay, wow, that's really cool. So it's super exciting. But these people are incredible. I had somebody get mad at me yesterday about a Sydney Christmas video. Even though I said the performance was outstanding and amazing, they still got mad at me. I don't understand it. Yeah, so I'm trying to find my receipt for the Xbox controller. But it was like $290 something. I'm pretty sure that's what it came to. But either way, I love it. I think Xbox controllers are great. I just like having them. But that's a fetish, sure. I'll take it. But I stopped collecting stuff. I don't have a lot of stuff. And I still have more stuff I'm selling, but I'm also doing kind of like that 3D printer business of sorts, which is a lot of fun, having good times with that. So cool. Lee, is there anything else from you, sir?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know you know how much you love Trevor in GTA 5, right?
Oh my gosh, out of all the 3 protagonists, Trevor is way up there at number 3.
Well, the guy who played Trevor, the actor, he like ever since GTA 5 came out, he has not liked the character. Like
Good.
everyone goes up, yeah, like people go up to him and say, like, "Hey, Trevor," and he actually gets mad about it. He doesn't like it.
If I see him, I'm going to say the same thing.
And it gets to the point where he has stated that for GTA 6 he wants Trevor killed in the opening scene.
You know what? Sign me up for that. I want them to create a Pharaoh TV character that I do the pulling of the trigger. And I just don't like the character. I don't like the character.
Okay.
I don't think he was fun. I don't think he was funny. I honestly didn't even like playing as Trevor. I tried to switch to Franklin or
Michael
as much as possible. But
Right.
you have to do the others. But either way, I'm excited. I am excited for GTA 6. I think it's going to be a blast. I think it's going to be tons of fun. I cannot wait to get lost in an open world. And you know what, Lee? Maybe subconsciously we know this game's coming out and this is what we need. Get us out of the gaming depression. I need to dive into an open world RPG. To be honest, that's what I need to do. And the only one that's out there is Dragon Age: The Veilguard or Star Wars Outlaws, even though that's not a RPG. But yeah.
The an observation though that I realized a couple of years ago, about this time, a couple of years ago, you had a gaming depression when you finished Hogwarts Legacy.
I did. But this is different.
Yes, it
This is totally different. There's nothing. If you look at my wish list, and I think it's public, if you look on my wish list on Xbox, you can see I have like 60 games sitting there or something crazy like that. And every couple days, but every Tuesday and every Friday for sure, I check the prices to see what's on sale. But yeah, you can see people's wish lists that are public, and I've got a bunch of games sitting there. It's the gamer slump. We all get it. Well, I didn't have it last year. Last year, I was able to flow, have a good time, and there was always something for me. I was in mine and did the flight simulator stuff. Okay. For me, it's when I cut the cord with COD, because I was 6 months or at least a whole lot longer. Just COD. And this just seems really, really dark. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, like I've got the new flight simulator downloaded, but I just want to get into that at some point.
I downloaded it. I started it up. I think you're in Egypt in a helicopter or something like that. And I got in the helicopter and I went woo and crashed on top of my head. Then I got out and I'm like, okay, I'm done. There. Andre said for you to message him.
Wild.
That's true.
Oh, right, okay.
I uninstalled it after I got in the helicopter and I flipped upside down and crashed. I was like, okay, I'm uninstalling it. I'm done.
You have such little tolerance.
I do. It was cool. I love the jobs, though. I think doing the jobs is awesome. It's just, after trying to fly that helicopter, it's like, hell no. And I got rid of it. I uninstalled the beeping game. Not that it's a bad game, just a bad player, okay? Just a bad player. That's all that is. Because it looks gorgeous, all that stuff.
I've seen like people do YouTube videos of people who essentially do like a live stream, but it's like a whole 24-hour thing, and they literally just fly around the planet.
Sure.
In real time.
When the first one came out 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we were flying over Germany, and Proteus joined us. You know what I mean? We had a good time playing Flight Simulator. I did a few Flight Simulator streams, but this new one, I was just like, all right, let's give it a go. Oh, okay, I suck. I'm uninstalling. That's it. All right, Lee. Anything else?
No.
All right, dude. Okay. we're going to rock out of here, boys and girls. Thank you so much for your time. And yes, Curvy apologizes she couldn't be here. She had not so fun times yesterday dealing with Zibibi, and then she just needed a day today, which is cool. Take a mommy day. Oh my gosh. Anytime. Listen, I could tell you stories and stories and stories. The first 9 months was a nightmare with Isaiah because he just didn't sleep. 9 months. 9 months. That's a true story.
Yeah, it's like he was just quiet for the 9 months in the womb, and then he was loud for the 9 months after.
Yeah, it just the kid did not sleep. Oh my gosh. But being the superior dad that I am, the first 3 nights we watched the Star Wars trilogy together. When we came home from the hospital, okay? So he had no clue. But I had to subject him to the Star Wars OG trilogy.
Immediately,
yes.
Yeah.
All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for your time. Lee, where can you find you on all your socials?
YouTube, Twitch, Discord, the Lee Everett, wherever Paul is, I'll be there.
Yeah, all right, and all my stuff's in the description, including the new Patreon. Just throwing that out there. There's lots of tiers, tons of tiers.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
I get 98% of that, which is great. So on Twitch, I get 50% of subs, and Twitch steals 50%. YouTube steals 30%, and on Patreon, they only take 8%. So,
is that the best way that people can give you money?
No, but you do get more benefits, I guess, if you use Patreon.
I suppose.
But with all honesty, all you guys have to say is, "Hey, Paul, react to this," and I'm like, "All right, yeah, I'll do it." So, and it's not a must. I'm just throwing it out there. It's just another avenue for someone to support the streamer or the creator. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As for Lee, as for Curvy, my name is Paul, and you guys take care. The guns,
Curvy finger guns.
The curvy guns. Flip. All right, flipped her back. All right.
Flip an egg.
Let's go. I got a couple people coming today to pick up a couple hammers. It's hammer time.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. It takes like 20 hours to make a complete hammer. It's wild. You have an awesome day too, Kirby. But they're so good. They look amazing. They're good quality. They're heavy. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Ellen became a Patreon member at the $15 mark?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, Ellen.
Holy smokes.
That's incredible. What is NOK? I assume that's the...
NOK.
I think that's Norwegian money?
Yeah.
That's incredible. No, that's fantastic.
Well, you just looked for the currency exchange.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. And she's still here. This is great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will send you a message soon on Patreon with the official thank you. That's incredible. Let's go. Okay. 2 members now.
Must be all the I've forgotten the word for it now. Never mind. Must be all the tariffs. There you go.
Oh, no. It's hey, if anybody is willing to give up no matter how much of their hard-earned money to support somebody, I think that is incredible and mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's funny because I don't know about currency too much. We've had the people in India give like 1,000 rupees or something like that, and it turns out to be like 9 cents, 10 cents. And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it. It's all good. It's so awesome. Yeah. It's fantastic.
Well, it was 15 of those Norwegian currency, right?
Yeah, which is cool. It's 13 Canadian.
Yeah, so that comes just under $2 Canadian.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. This is so awesome. People are fantastic.
Absolutely.
And this is like, we're almost at 33,000 subscribers, and we've gotten almost 3K in just doing the reaction videos alone, and there are people all around the world. And will be more when I get more money. No, you keep your money, Ellen. You keep your money. I'm just so thankful that you would be willing to do that. And Ellen was even a member on YouTube as well at one point, which was awesome too. And I'm assuming it was a lot more with YouTube, but they also take a lot more. So I'm gonna give you 1,000 hearts, Ellen. That's so amazing. It's just mind blowing to me that people do it. I promote it. It's not a must. You don't have to. But I'm just so thankful for the fact that somebody would be like, you know what? I'm going to support this guy and his endeavors. And so here we are. This is crazy. And you, Lee, you and Pete, you guys give so much. It's still mind blowing to me. And here I am. I've been doing YouTube for like 9 years. I shut down Patreon like 6 years ago and started it back up. I had a bunch of supporters, and yeah, those tiers are going to evolve as well. And so I'll add more stuff to it. It's just really cool. It's really fun. Unbelievable. Yeah, that tier there, I think that's, I subscribe to 300 channels, but only 3 Patreons, just the 3 I really like. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ellen with the love coming my way. I appreciate that. Unbelievable. I think one of the keys for me is I interact with everybody, especially with comments. I love talking to everybody, especially if you're not from Canada. Not that I'm anti-Canada. I just have this huge love for people worldwide, and I love learning about them and their culture. It's crazy. I don't know why. I think it goes back to when I was in middle school, when we had to do these presentations about the world, and you had to choose a country, and we chose Germany, my team. And I was like, I need to go visit Germany. Ever since then, I just love it. Norway would be super awesome. That, like, when I played Valhalla, that was like my almost favorite Assassin's Creed game under Black Flag. And it's just the whole culture, the history, everything about that's incredible.
I might be going to Norway later this year.
What? You going to Norway with your bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be, because I'm planning to do like a 10-day cruise or something to see the Northern Lights.
Ooh.
And that will be across the Northern Sea, which is essentially towards Scandinavia.
All right. I do have a question, though. So the Northern Lights were here in New Brunswick, but you had to use your cell phone in order to see them. You had to take pictures. Like, you can see it a little bit. I'm wondering if it's so you could see it really prevalent with the naked eye, if you're in Norway or Finland or whatever.
That's the idea, to do in Scandinavia.
Wouldn't that be incredible? What a sight that would be.
Tick it off the bucket list.
Yeah. Like, there's a dude that has TikTok videos. He's from Finland, and you can search Northern Lights or whatever, and he's just sitting there, campfire at nighttime, whatever, and the lights are all around him, and it would be the most glorious out-of-body experience, I guess, you could possibly have. My man and I have a spare room wherever you want to come in Norway, Pharaoh. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. I have a place to stay in Norway right now. This would be awesome. It would, listen, you know what's, check this out. And this is no joke of a lie. Steph said, because my 50th birthday is at the end of December this year. I'll be turning 50. And,
old man.
You old man. This is amazing. Thank you. So Steph said, if she could find a way where all of us could meet somewheres, like you, James, Pete, Mark, and just find a place central. She said that if she could do something like that, and I'm like, that would be mind-blowing, but it would be impossible. just because James paying, he's paying for Mooney to get there, all of that stuff. So that for 50th birthday.
And also to be able to have everyone do it at the same time.
Exactly.
Like that would be so difficult.
That would be crazy. You know what? I'm looking at Norway right now. Let's go to Norway.
Well, are you going to visit the UK?
Well, of course, silly. Look at this. So
I know you hate it here.
I do not. I've never been there. I would love to go to the UK. I would love to go to Ireland. I'd love to go to Scotland. Yeah, the pictures already for Norway is ridiculous. That's crazy. What is this? This is I can't even pronounce the names. Geranger Fjord, something like that. That looks cool. Pulpit Rock, that looks amazing. Trollatunga. My old man eyes is seeing little lettering, so I'm sure I cannot read it right. Oh, look at this village in Briggen. That's it. Briggen looks crazy cool. Yeah. Oslo Opera House.
Oslo's the capital.
Okay. Listen, this one, the only thing I know about these other countries mainly is from hockey.
The people.
Well, Canada, right? We always are in the World Cup. We always play everybody's country. They all come here or we go there, of course. But Norway is always in hockey. It's a more glacier sort of a winter wonderland as well, like us. But I would do it. I'd go to Norway. I would do it. Incredible. Ellen, I can't thank you enough. That is awesome. Not only are you my second Patreon, but you're my highest paid patron. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's incredible. All right. Boys and girls, all you in YouTube land, thank you so much for sticking around, hanging out. I cannot thank you enough. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for reaction videos and or stream.